What kind of results can you get from a free EA on a small account? About 2.5 months ago, I placed a Dark Moon EA onto a $200 demo account to try and answer this question. Today, I'm sharing my real trading results with you. As you'll see, the results have given me the confidence to trade this EA on a live account. But that's not all. I've also started testing the Dark Titan and the Dark Gold, two paid EAs from the same developer, and I'll show you how they've been performing as well. Let's go. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the demo account, and as you'll see, I started trading this on the 20th of December. And if you haven't seen the video where I downloaded and placed this EA onto the account, I will leave a link for you in the description below. So as I said, we started trading this EA on the 20th of December. So today is the 13th of March. So we're looking at a little under 3 months. And let's just quickly run through the trades just so you can get a pretty good idea of the amount of trades and how it has performed. And what we'll see is that if we run through the trades, you can see that the very, very vast majority of the trades have been positive. Now, although this is a grid system, you'll see that there's only really been two incidents. So this one here, you can see that we've got two trades that closed here at the same time. And then there was these trades here. So this one and this one closed at the same time, as well as this one. Did close on a profit. And there was really just those. All the rest just opened a single trade and closed it. So very good. Another thing to note that I did notice on this EA is that over the last week or so, there was quite a big move on the euro dollar. And that is the currency that we are trading in this account, and I'll show you this move here. So it started around the 3rd of March and it was this massive move here, and then it's been kind of stagnant since. Now I've got a few other EAs that are trading the euro dollar, other grid systems that are currently in quite a large equity drawdown, and we haven't experienced that with this EA. So I'm very impressed by that. It didn't continuously open sell orders trying to recover. It actually just carried on doing its thing, and you can see from the results that it has been very stable and very successful so far. So if we look at the balance, you'll see that we've got a total profit of $32, so that's before the fees, and just over $30 after we take the fees into account. Now, I know that $30 really isn't a lot of money, but we have to look at it relatively, and we have to look at it in perspective, and that is on a $200 account. So that is 15% in less than 3 months, which is really very, very impressive, especially again, considering that I have set this to very, very conservative settings, just to really see if a free EA would perform well on a small account. So let's look at the statistics in a little bit more detail, and for that we're going to go to the FX Blue track record, and I will leave a link to this track record down below in the description if you missed it in the last video. So what we can see is that we have a very, very smooth line, lots of nice growth here, which is very much like what we saw on the platform. So let's take a look at the equity, and what we'll see is that there was really only one drawdown to speak of, and that was here. So this was at the end of January. It was, I guess, in perspective, a relatively large drawdown of around 25%. However, it recovered almost immediately, and that was that trade which I showed you earlier, which, let's just see it here again. It would probably be this one here, okay? So it did recover quite quickly from it. Let's go back to the FX Blue, and let's go and have a look at the analysis and the stats a little bit closer. All right, so pretty much like we saw, we've got a weekly return of 1.2%, a monthly return of 5.1%, and a very impressive profit factor of 2.37. If we go a little bit deeper into the strategy to really break it down, what we can see is that we've had a total of 40 trades, a gross profit of $52, a gross loss of 22. So we've got a net profit of 30, which gives us that profit factor of 2.37 that we saw. But what's really impressive here, and the part that I'm really interested in, is that we've got 92% winners, which is really quite incredible, especially considering again that this is a free EA. All right, so we have a lot of statistics here that we can look at, and as I mentioned, I'll leave the link below so you can go through all of this if you want to. The point is that based on this, I'm very happy and I'm very comfortable to place it onto a live account. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, this account is trading on a Black Bull Markets demo account, so I'm going to open a live account with exactly the same broker because I want to have the same conditions. I want to have the same results. And the reason that we select Black Bull is because they have got really fantastic trading conditions, especially for a small account. So what you see is we've got spread starting from 0. We've got leverage of up to 1 to 500, 26,000 tradable instruments, which is more than enough than really anybody could trade. Really good client support and a minimum deposit of 0. So you can really start with as much as you want. And we are starting with a small account of $200. Additional advantages are that there are lots of tradable assets. We saw 26,000, and those include Forex, commodities, equities, indices, metals, and many others. In terms of the trading platforms, we're going to be trading on MetaTrader 5, but if you prefer MetaTrader 4 or TradingView, you have those options, as well as CTrader. We have the Black Ball Copy Trader, and then we have their investment options. But most importantly, what we want is we want to make sure that any broker that we trade with is well regulated. And Black Ball is very, very well regulated. Opening an account, depositing, withdrawing is really easy. There's never been an issue. You know that your funds are safe. You know that any money that you make is yours to keep. There's never going to be an issue when you want to withdraw. So that's really why we select this broker over and above their incredible trading conditions. What we are going to do is we are going to open a live standard account, and I have already done that, and let me show it to you here on my VPS. So this is the demo account that we saw, and this is my live account. So the first thing I'm going to do is download the EA, and how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to the market. Before I download it, what I need to do is just log in. So I'm going to click on here. I'm going to log in here. Okay, then we'll put in the password. We'll log in. Right, we are now logged in. Let's close that. Okay, and then from here, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a search for the dark moon. Okay, here it is here, and you can see that it's free. Just click on that. Click on download, and within several seconds, it is now on my platform. Here it is here. Okay, the next thing we need to do before we do anything else, and this is super important, is we need to enable algo trading. All right, you have to enable algo trading before you place your EA onto your chart. If you enable it after you place it on, it won't work. Your auto trading won't start. Okay, so we know that this is a euro-dollar chart, so we're going to open a chart window for the euro-dollar. It is on H1, so we're already on the right time frame. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just drag the EA onto there, and I'm going to click on the inputs. Now I want to use the same inputs that I was using on my demo account. So what I am going to do is I'm going to click on load, and I have saved it. Here it is here. And by the way, guys, I will include this set file in the download. So I'll just show you very quickly. If you go to the link in the description below, it will bring you to the website where you can download the Dark Moon MT5. Just add it to your cart. You can see that the price is 0. You'll just run through the process, and when you go through this, you'll get to a place where you can download the EA as well as the set file that I'm using. I'm going to give it to you free of charge, and I really hope that you are successful with it. Okay, let's go back to the VPS. We have loaded it. I'm going to click on OK. There we go. You can see that the EA is attached. It's over the chart. We see the little blue top hat in the corner, or the graduation hat in the top right hand corner. And this account is now live and it's trading. Now, as mentioned, I am going to give you the set file. However, if you want to learn how to adjust settings to find the best backtest results, save your settings and move them from one platform to another like I just did, as well as many other tips that will really help you on your algo trading journey, hit the subscribe button and enable notifications so you never miss an upload. So as I said, this account is now fully live and trading, and I did promise you at the beginning of the video that I would show you how my account with the 2 paid EAs is running, and here it is here. You'll see that I've got the dark gold and the dark titan running. Now, I ran many backtests before I found ones that I was happy with, and even so, I'm going to continue playing around with it and adjusting it so I can get better results. And what I'm looking for on a backtest really is I'm looking for a good profit, but also a reasonable equity drawdown, not a balanced drawdown, specifically an equity drawdown. All right, so let's have a very quick look at this account. You'll see that I started the first trade executed on the 20th of February. And as I said, today is the 13th of March. So you can see that the dark gold is obviously trading the gold, and the dark titan is trading the New Zealand CAD, the Kiwi CAD. So you can see that most of the trades are on the dark gold. And I'm not going to go into too much detail now. I'm going to dedicate a video to these robots. But what we can see is if we go down again, just look on the right here, you'll see the trades. You can see that the vast majority are profitable, and we have a profit of a little over 5%, and that is in less than a month. So similar results, and again, I am trading quite conservatively here, more so actually, because I'm trading this on a big account. So this is a 10K account, and I have set these up as if they are each trading on a 5K account. But like I said, I will dedicate a video to this, so be sure to subscribe so that you know as soon as I drop this video. Okay, that's all there is to it. Nice and easy. I will create an FX Blue account to track this account and leave a link in the description below. I'll also leave links to the robot and black bull market so you can do exactly what I did. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and as always, trade safe, and I'll see you soon.